To the Point with Michael Williams.
Good morning. It's about to happen this week. We expect Governor Ron DeSantis to file papers saying that he's in the presidential race, then have a rally sometime in the following week to announce his bid for the White House. Seen as the chief GOP challenger to Donald Trump, though early national polls show the former president with a wide lead over DeSantis. That's for now. My first guest, Dr. Susan Macmanus, political science professor who had a long career at the University of South Florida and has been watching Florida politics with a keen eye for decades. I began by asking her to size up the strengths, as she sees them, of a DeSantis candidacy.
Several things come to the forefront. First of all is his age. We know that generations are going to be a big part, discussions are going to be a big part of this coming election. Secondly, his agenda that he's gotten through, a big state that really there's still only 3% difference between Democrats and Republicans in. And I think a third factor that helps him is his fearlessness in tackling people dead on and not apologizing for his positions on things. A risk taker.
To that point, there was an article in CNN Politics, DeSantis angling to run to the right of Donald Trump on abortion, guns, and more. He's made very clear an arch conservative agenda. He's not shied away from it. Republican lawmakers gave him everything he wanted. He feels that's something strong enough to run on. Will it end up being a strength? As he says, often I'm the conservative who gets things done. He sure hopes so.
Well, I certainly hope so. And to get things done is a key to it. What I foresee is that DeSantis, in running against Trump, is going to disaggregate or dissect these broad categories like education and list all the things underneath education, whether it's teacher salary increases or whether it's critical race theory down the line. And he'll do that for the environment and immigration and education and transportation and all the above. So he's going to be taking all of these bills that he passed, the legislature passed and he signed, and pull out specific, like a bullet point approach to be able to show people the magnitude of the kinds of things he's tackled in a manageable form for people, not just all at once, and that he got it done in a very quick amount of time compared to what's happening in Congress.
We're already seeing part of that emerge on abortion, where he said this week, listen, he, meaning Trump, won't say where he stands on our new 6-week ban here on abortion. He's the one waffling. Trump argues I'm the one who appointed judges who overturned Roe v. Wade. But you already see that those dynamics beginning to play out, do you not?
Yes, we do. Yes. And clearly his DeSantis approach is to not apologize for the positions. He has a history of looking at an issue, picking it, figuring out where to go with it and how to get there and not backing off of it. What he's not doing, which may ultimately turn out to be a strength, he's not going highly negative against Trump, calling him names and so forth. It's not his style. It won't wear well on him if he does do that. He's got to stick to his policy and what he's accomplished in office and what he sees he could do as president.
He runs a real risk, does he not? I believe he acknowledged it in some remarks he made that ended up going public, that he said, like so many others in the Republican field, the growing Republican field, how do I say that I'm a better version, a different version, I can do more than Trump without alienating Trump's supporters? That's a tough needle to thread.
It is his biggest challenge. That plus the crowded Republican field, which it looks like every day there's someone else who says they might enter the race. His best hope is to just do really well in those early primaries, the Iowa caucus and the New Hampshire primary. He's obviously going to New Hampshire this week. And if he gets as good a press in New Hampshire as he got going to Iowa last week, that's a good start.
Talk more to specific weaknesses in terms of political temperament or personal temperament. Talk about DeSantis' weaknesses vis-a-vis Trump and the rest of the field.
He's perceived as sort of my way or the highway. There's good and bad to that kind of approach. He hasn't run a national campaign. The big question mark is what kind of team is he going to have in place when the primaries start? But even before then, the summer can be a long, grueling process. A big question, how will he do in a debate against Trump? That's a huge question. I'm wondering now, they were supposed to have a Republican debate in Milwaukee in August. I'm wondering now if that's falling apart, but that would be a really big challenge. DeSantis has never gone 1-for-1 against him. We saw what Trump did to the journalist on CNN the other day, just talked over her and whatever, and it was out of control. Would he do the same to his opponent, DeSantis? We don't know, but that's certainly something that we think about and don't know how DeSantis would do. But he seems to know his policies pretty well.
For that matter, some argue that Charlie Crist, while he was overwhelmed on Election Day by nearly 20 points, found moments where he knocked him off his stride in their debate. And there'll be other Republicans set up to try and do just that, too. And again, that goes to somebody who's been fairly insulated in terms of the outreach, mostly with Fox News, has not taken tough questioning. Another analyst told me that can come back to haunt somebody if they haven't really gotten into the fray, taken tough questions. It'll be interesting to see, will it not, Doctor, how he does perform in that way on a national stage.
Yes, and he did give an interview to a different kind of outlet this last week. But he's going to have to, in a way, take on anybody that offers him a chance to come to really show that he is not afraid to go on media that he doesn't perceive in the past as being very friendly.
Mm-hmm. Talk about DeSantis, Trump. Right now, all the talks about the massive polling lead. What cautionary note do you give us, if you give us one at all, about this polling lead that the Trump team, of course, continues to advance? DeSantis supporters, let's see what happens next year. But right now, as you look at it today, he's got a big hill to climb. Talk about that.
He does, but he likes to be the underdog, as some people do. But let me say something about polling. As having formerly run the Sunshine State Survey at USF, the statewide survey in Florida, these polls have very small numbers of respondents. Polling industry itself, I just read a fabulous account by well-known pollsters of both sides saying that they don't really know if they've gotten polling under control because they've been wrong a lot lately. I don't have a lot of confidence in these polls. And the big kicker of all of the polls right now are who is refusing to answer questions and be polled. And we've seen that's what problem every time that happens. And the Trump people are more than happy to answer polls, but our DeSantis people who support him or people who support somebody different other than Trump just going to walk away from a poll and not answer it. We don't have a good feel for whether these are truly representative samples right now. I'm a little bit skeptical.
Doctor, in your closing moments, talk about what some argue may be a limited appeal for the Republican brand once you get beyond next year, whether it's DeSantis, Trump, or somebody else. Abortion comes to mind. Many Democrats argue they've already seen success in races around the country because abortion is such a potent issue. We saw in Jacksonville a Democrat winning in a place that's typically a Republican stronghold and beat the DeSantis endorsed candidates. Some are reading a lot into that, perhaps too much initially. But as you take a sense of that, look into 2024, even beyond DeSantis, Trump, that mesmerizes so many, to the Republican brand going into 2024.
I think a lot of it is going to depend upon what this battle between the two of them looks like. If they, just basically destroy each other's credibility, that makes it more difficult for other Republicans who are different to come along. There are three things, though, that I think can change the trajectory of all of these campaigns this time out. One is the economy. Second is obviously an international episode that involves America. We saw what just weather balloons that weren't really weather balloons passing over the country did to people's fears about things. And third is AI, the artificial intelligence. Any of those three things can totally change the trajectory, not only of the race itself, but in the future. We're really worried about misinformation in terms of AI and the kind of campaign ads that can be created that are false and that people won't know the difference about the truth and the misinformation.
Closing thought. We'll see. You've covered Florida politics for so long. DeSantis, Trump is going to be quite unlike anything we've seen in Florida, really, perhaps ever.
Absolutely. Two powerhouses, strong-willed, totally in control in terms of their own approaches to the campaigns, and very different personalities, but with the same goal. It's going to be a slugfest.
Coming up, we'll have Antonio Fins, Palm Beach Post political editor, and his perspective. First, though, to AI. You heard Dr. Macmanus talk about it. The spread of artificial intelligence. Its backers urged Congress this week to build in safeguards. Among the many concerns, how might, as she said, AI be used to twist some worry reality and change the narrative of the 2024 campaign that all of us will navigate. I sat down with Alan Crowetz, president and CEO of InfoStream. He's a cybersecurity expert and a familiar face on WPTV.
Yeah, so it's really popular right now. It's exciting for people, and people are using it for both good purposes, but mostly right now for bad purposes. So we saw when Trump was being indicted in New York City, all of a sudden these pictures started coming out from news sites and on social media showing him fighting and resisting. There's pictures of him running. Turns out they were all fake, but very, as you can see, extremely believable, photorealistic, very accurate. Those are probably real people, and that's a real image of Trump, but that's never happened. So very realistic stuff.
So how do we tell real or fake, and what does it say for how we get through a 2024 campaign season that has enough drama without it?
Yeah, this 2024 campaign season is going to be major with AI. We already hear both camps talking about, multiple camps talking about using AI. And even for an expert like myself, you can't tell in many cases. Yes, if you really stare, really take your time, really dig, you might see some clues. But you're wrong as often as you are right about what's AI and what's not.
So what advice do you give the voter who doesn't want to be sucked in by all this, or is it going to be impossible not to be?
It's going to be very difficult not to be sucked in. All I can say is what we always say in cybersecurity world is you can't be too paranoid. And just because you think you can trust your own eyes and ears, you can't. Whether it's visual, a picture, a video, or even one of these robocalls where a celebrity calls you, you can't trust anything these days.
We say use your common sense, but it's hard to, your common sense includes what you see and hear. And if what you see and hear looks real.
Yeah. We've always heard people say, I won't believe it unless I see it with my eyes. And now we're telling people, even if you see it with your own eyes,
Or hear it,
it could very well not be true.
So the best thing I can do is what?
Paranoia. What my number one word in cybersecurity is, you gotta constantly be paranoid. Check other references. If you see something out here that looks like that, look, are other people talking about it? There are sites that help with things like this, like Snopes. There's sites that will just debunk things. Eventually the mainstream media will pick up that this was fake and concerning, but there's so much of it, all of it can't be discredited.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people don't like mainstream media, so the great irony here is you're going to have mainstream media calling out fakes, and people who call mainstream media fake would prefer to believe the thing that actually is fake.
Yes.
We sure live in a weird world right now.
Yeah.
And how much, and this is just going into 2024, what's the mid and long-term future with all this stuff, Alan? I mean, how do we have conversations in this country, not just about politics, if we can't even understand the veracity of the source of information anymore?
So it's a new world. Barack Obama, during his campaign, was the first person to really use social media, okay? And it really caught all the other candidates off guard. It caught other people off guard who saw that as kind of a plaything, something that doesn't really apply. And he used it very effectively to get ahead. So we're now in the infancy of AI and deep fakes and all of this, and people are going to use it very effectively to get ahead. Over time, the world will adapt. People will get more and more paranoid, as I say. Laws will come out, punishing and getting after some of this. But just like everything else in the world, too much will fall through the cracks that isn't caught, that will trick people and fall for it. It's just part of our new world. And it's getting rapidly better, much, much better, very quickly.
More on Florida politics when we come back.